Hey, what's up guys? It is Rob from Movie Review Time, and I'm back with another movie review. Going to be talking about one of my favorite horror films of all time, a 2005 British horror film called The Descent. Movie directed by Neil Marshall. Fantastic movie. It's a good time. It's got some scary, creepy elements to it. Claustrophobic. I mean, if I get put into a closet with the lights out, I get claustrophobic. Just from a closet. In this movie, there are people crawling through these little holes in a cave system. I can't even watch that without going like, they're sitting there crawling, this one girl gets stuck. How can you even breathe? Movies like that, I mean, this movie's way better than Sanctum. Sanctum had some certain situations of claustrophobia, but this movie did it better. The Cave, this movie did it better. That's just my opinion. The Cave had some good elements, but I like the creatures in this better. But this movie, it blew me away. It really did. It wasn't that, I think it had like a $3 million budget. It made $57 million. It's got two endings. It's got the original ending, which is actually the UK ending, which in my opinion is better. And the reason why they didn't use it, because they thought that US audiences, it would be too dark for them. Really? It says right here, The Descent opens with a bloody bang and never lets up. It's true. It's really true. Basically, you have, 6 girls who enter a cave system that has never been discovered, so to say. I mean, when you look at like in like a book that has cave systems that are, mapped out, so you can go into a cave system and go the route, and you'll go in the entrance and then there will be an exit. This cave system has never been mapped. Therefore, if someone had explored it, they never got out to tell anybody about it or mapped it. So, just for fun, they enter this cave system and all hell breaks loose. The main girl is the Shauna McDonald, and she plays this woman who's kind of been shattered. Her little girl and husband were killed in a car accident, and she survives. She goes through trauma. So a year later, her friend, one of her best friends named Juno, gets these women together, all her friends, and they basically go explore caves together. And so they go, I think it's in the Appalachians. I think they go to, I think it's the Appalachian Mountains in North Carolina. But that's a place that I would actually like to visit. I've never been to the Appalachian Mountains. But it's a really cool setting because the caves, they're underneath the mountains. You never know what's lurking under there. Like, what kind of creatures are actually... It's just interesting. The whole idea of something under there is just interesting to me. So they go up the mountain and they see this hole, and Juno's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go in here and explore the cave. They start crawling through these really tight spots, and I'm like, man, I mean, these women have bigger balls than me. How the hell can you do that? I can't. I don't normally cry for anything, but I think I would cry. I honestly think I would scream like a little bitch. Like, I would cry. Like, honestly, that's what I'd be like. I'd be panicking. They say not to panic. How can you not panic when you're stuck? My brother used to lay on top of me and pin me down. I hated that. Big overweight son of a bitch. You know, honestly, I can't be stuck like that. It's just, when I see that, it happens in this movie. Sarah gets stuck. So because she gets stuck, they get, you know, it caves in, the hole where they came from. So basically they cannot go back that way. And that is, I'm sorry, it's like, that is terrifying. Being stuck underground in this cave system where you cannot go back the same way you came. You have to push forward and hope that there's going to be an exit. Here's to hoping. Cheers. Like, honestly, they're down there and Juno finally admits that this cave system has not been discovered yet. And they are the first ones to discover it, and she thought they could all discover it together. So everyone's mad at Juno. And while they're down there looking for a way out, Sarah starts to see things. She starts thinking she sees a man or something in the shadows lurking. The rest of them don't believe. They're like, oh, you're just seeing things. The dark place tricks on you, and you're thinking you're seeing stuff, but you're really not. But she really is, because not only is she seeing things, she's hearing things. And so one of the first disturbing things that happens is one of the girls actually falls down this hole and she breaks her leg, and you can see the bones stick out of it. And I felt so sorry for her, because not only that, what happens to her, oh my God. She falls down this really steep, this really like deep hole, and it's kind of steep too, but when she falls to the bottom, she lays on this bed of bones, and come to find out, they know that there's creatures or something's down there killing things or eating things. And so she's down there, and they're trying to, you know, patch her leg up. They're basically trying to bend her bone back in, and like, oh my God, some of that stuff is just crazy. And I normally don't look away on horror movies. Like, I'm just like, oh, that's cool, you know. There's some things that you have to look away on. I mean, at least I do. But, yeah, it's just, oh, man, I could just feel the bone. I could just feel the bone sticking out of my leg like this, and you're like, ah, like this. It's like, oh, man, no way. And so the creatures show up, and they take this girl who's injured, and they rip her neck. Like, one of the creatures basically bites her neck and just at the jugular and rips it out. She's like, "Aah!" like this, and she's dead. So from then on, the creatures show up and the girls scatter. Two girls go this way, two girls go that way. They're scattered all over the cave system. And while the girl who was pretty much killed right there, she starts getting eaten. She's dead, obviously, but she starts getting eaten. And these creatures are cool. They kind of remind me of, they look like orcs, like from Lord of the Rings. They kind of look like orcs or goblins or something like that, but they got like kind of pointy ears. They live in the dark. What's cool is like they adapt to the dark. And, you know, they almost get across a vampire too. Like they have kind of sharp teeth, and they're blind. So they basically hunt by sound. And you know, they're just crawling around in the dark underneath the cave system, and that's how they hunt. And so it's pretty cool, like how they adapt to live under there, and it makes you wonder, like, what kind of creatures haven't we discovered yet that live underground, like under the mountains, or deep places that we haven't discovered yet, or like under the ice, or like in the ocean, the deepest parts of the ocean. Like, what kind of different things have we not discovered? It's just a really cool concept, and I'm really interested in that stuff. It just amazes me. But anyway, these creatures are cool, and these creatures start killing these girls one by one, and then Shauna McDonald, she basically fights back. She turns into a badass. Like, she's not having any more of this crap. She takes her pickaxe and stuff. She starts fighting these creatures, man. She starts grabbing these creatures and biting them. She pokes their eyes out and starts stabbing them with it, and she starts punching them. One of this cool fight scene with Juno. Juno shows up and they're back to back and they're fighting these creatures off, and Sean McDonald's like, bam, and she's like, bam, like this creature's in front of her. She hits the creature, this creature comes over here, she's like, bam, so she like backhands him. Oh my god, it was an amazing fight. Really cool fight. Underground in a cave. Oh my god. So Juno and her are basically at odds because Juno basically she accidentally kills one of the other girls because she thought it was a creature. And well, she injures her really bad, and Shauna McDonald, who plays Sarah, I'll just say Sarah, she finds out about it, and so she injures Juno to get killed by the creature. She injures her by stabbing her in the leg. All of a sudden, Sarah takes off, and Juno's standing there, and all these creatures start coming. And they basically, all you hear is Juno screaming. Now, here's the thing about that. I'm gonna review part 2 as well. In part 2, Juno's alive. I don't know how. I mean, you could argue we don't get to see Juno in the first one because all we do is hear her scream. But we're thinking that she's dead. Why is she screaming? I mean, is she just afraid? I mean, those things would have ripped her apart. But she survived. But we don't see her throughout the film. So basically we have Sarah who's trying to escape now. No one's basically alive anymore. What I like about this movie, I'm going to talk about the ending. The ending that we all know is where she gets out of this hole. She climbs out of this hole. She runs to her car. She gets to the car and she starts driving. She pulls over and she throws up out of the window. This truck or whatever passes by, and as she leans back into the car, she looks over in the passenger seat, and it's Juno. It's like a ghost of Juno, and then that's where it ends. Now, that ending's fine, but the ending that I really like, and I thought was fantastic, is the original UK ending, is where Sarah escapes. She escapes, she makes it to the vehicle or whatever, and then all of a sudden, like, she wakes up and she's actually dreaming that she escaped, but she's still in the cave system, and she sees an apparition of her daughter in like a cake or something. She's down there and she's talking to her daughter, and she's imagining her daughter. All of a sudden the camera pans back and there's all these creatures coming to Sarah, like they're all getting ready to attack her. And I really love that ending. That ending's fantastic. Like that ending was fantastic because it makes you think she escaped, but she really didn't yet. Now, it really doesn't make sense with that ending for part 2 to happen, because in part 2, obviously, she escaped. So the first ending would make more sense, the fact that she got out and she sees an apparition of Juno or whatever. But again, that doesn't make sense either, because Juno's not dead. So none of those endings make sense for part 2 to even happen. Juno's not dead. She shows up in part 2, so the part where she's an apparition at the end doesn't make sense. The part where the UK ending where she actually doesn't make it out and she's actually dreaming that she makes it out doesn't make sense, because in part 2 she makes it out. So part 2 I don't think part 2 should have even happened. Part 2 is not a good movie, in my opinion. Part 2 kind of sucks. A lot of the stuff doesn't make sense in that movie. I think The Descent should have been its own film. Anyway, I liked the original UK ending. I thought that was the best ending, because it really, it did a 180. It really made you think she escaped, but she didn't. Really, really awesome. Like I said, it made $57 million at the box office. Neil Marshall also did Dog Soldiers from 2002. I didn't even know that. He did Dog Soldiers. But yeah, this movie's great. It's on a lot of movie, or it's on a lot of people's scary lists, like top 10 lists. And yeah, I don't even remember what if I put this film, I'd have to go back to my top 20 favorite horror films of all time. I think I put this on there. I better have. I know I probably forget a lot of things, but I mean, this is a fantastic movie. The Descent is, it's great. I love it so much. I mean, the characters, the effects, which are practical effects, the blood. I mean, there's this part where Sarah goes diving into this pool of blood, and she comes out and there's guts and like there's just blood everywhere. The creature designs were not CG. I mean, well, I guess there were a couple parts that looked CG where they were kind of climbing on the walls and stuff. There were a couple parts, but basically it was a person who had the prosthetics on them. And it looked fantastic. And it really, when you do it that way, it's like you see somebody who's actually there instead of like a CGI creature. And that works better. It works 10 times better. So the designs were good, the effects, the story was great. There is a little bit of action in there, which is awesome. A couple fight scenes, like I said. I love the ending. And both endings are fine. I just like the UK one better. Overall, it's just it's a fantastic movie. I would give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. A 9.5 out of 10. Okay? It's that good. It is really that good. If you have not seen this movie, I urge you to watch this. Okay? I urge you to watch it. Of course, you know, I might have went through the whole movie for you, but you know what? The thing is, that's what I like to do. I like to go into detail about things. I just think you'd really like it. I'm trying to give you a little push to watch it if you haven't. You know, I'm trying to get you interested. It's got some good special features on here too. Audio commentaries, extended scenes, beneath the scenes, deleted scenes, outtakes, interview with the director. That's good. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. So anyway, guys, what did you guys think of the movie The Descent? Let me know in the comments. I'm definitely going to be reviewing part 2, and it's probably going to be a rant because I did not like that film at all. It really takes away everything that happened in the first movie. It takes it all away. It doesn't make sense. They make Sarah go down into the cave again after she just got out. The freaking police and everybody. Stupid. You're the only one who saw him down there. You're the one who's going to lead us to your friends. Well, they're all dead. Anyway, thank you for watching this review of The Descent. Like I said, let me know in the comments if you've seen it. What do you think of this movie? Is it in your top 10 list of your favorite horror films of all time? Thank you very much for subscribing, for all the comments and stuff like that. I really do appreciate it. I do read all your comments and stuff. And I do watch your guys' videos as well. A lot of times I don't comment because I don't have all the time in the world to do it, but I do try to find some time here and there to comment and watch and all that stuff. But I do support your channels 100%, just know that. Yeah, thank you very much for supporting mine as well. So stick with me here. I'll be back with more movie reviews, more list videos, just more different kinds of random movie updates, as well as Blu-ray DVD updates and stuff. And up close and personal reviews. I got a lot of those planned, a lot of those coming up as well. So this is Rob from Movie Review Time signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.